Today we are going to discuss examples on two-phase simplex method. Okay, examples on two-phase simplex method. So first example solve the given LPP or use two-phase simplex method to solve the following LPP. Okay, solve the following linear programming problem. Okay, so example here example is minimum. First example, minimum z is equal to x1 plus x2. Minimum z is equal to x1 plus x2 subject to constraints are given that 2x1 plus x2 are greater or equal 4, and next is constraints given that x1 plus 7x2. Okay, x1 plus 7x2 is also greater or equal 7, and non-negative condition x1 and x2 are greater or equal 0. So to solving their solution by using two-phase method. Okay, so what's two-phase method? Two-phase method, there are two part, phase first and phase second. Okay, phase first and phase second, there are two part here. Before that if all constraints of LV problem are less equal type, then phase second directly use, but here all constraints are greater equal type, so using here phase first method. If the given LP problem is minimization, here problem is already given that minimize problem. Okay, so this problem convert to objective function convert to maximization. Okay, convert it into maximization type, our usual method. So multiplying minimum z is equal to minus maximum z, and then assign 0 coefficient to each of the decision variable and to the surplus variable. Here if we adding here these constraints are greater equal type and these constraints are also greater equal type, so subtracting surplus variable in both constraint and adding artificial variable. Then lastly for phase first method, so assign 0 coefficient to each of the decision variable. Decision variable are x1 and x2 are decision variable, their cost take 0, and surplus variable has also take cost 0, and for artificial variable take cost is -1. Okay, take cost is -1. Okay, and then we get a maximum problem we get in this form. Maximum z is equal to 0 x1 plus 0 x2 up to so on, in this way, and a1 a2 this artificial variable has coefficient is -1 in objective function, and some constraints are as it is right to standard form after adding surplus and artificial variable. Okay, and then use our regular simplex algorithm. Okay, and then we get 3 cases after solving simplex method. Then we get 3 cases: maximum z is equal to 0 and at least one artificial variable is present in the basis, and we get has positive value, then given LP problem has no solution. And if maximum z is equal to 0 and no artificial variable, then it has a solution and we get a direct phase second method. Okay, then solve this phase first simplex table solved by phase second simplex table similarly. Okay, in this way solve. So before that, here objective function is here objective function is not maximize, so convert it into maximize. Okay, convert it into maximize. Solution here, let minimum z is equal to minus of maximum z, or maximum z is equal to minus of minimum z. So converting objective function, that is converting objective function into maximus types. Therefore minimum z is equal to minus of maximum z, or here directly write here maximum z is equal to minus x1 minus x2, subject to after adding, subject to here I am directly write this surplus and slack variable in at that time, subject to 2x1 plus x2. This constraint is greater equal type, so subtracting one surplus variable and adding one artificial variable, and we get equation inequality to equality 4. Similarly, x1 plus 7x2 minus s2 plus a2 is equal to 7, and x1 x2 s1 s2 and a1 a2 are greater equal 0. We get our LPP. Okay, this is our LPP in standard form. Okay, so then phase first method. What is phase first? Phase first is assign 0 coefficient to each of the decision variable and surplus variable, and assign minus 1 coefficient to each of the artificial variable. Okay, so here 0s1 plus 0s2, this is already written. Okay, so sorry for this. Directly we write the phase first method. Maximum z is equal to minus x1 minus x2, subject to 2x1 plus x2 are greater equal 4, and second constraint is x1 plus 7x2 are greater equal 7, and x1 and x2 are greater equal 0. Therefore after subtracting, okay, here not any constraint is less equal type, so both constraints are greater equal type, so subtract surplus variable. After subtracting surplus variable and adding artificial variable and taking their coefficient or their cost in objective function is 0 for decision variable and surplus variable. Okay, and surplus variable take a cost take cost in objective function is 0 for decision variable and surplus variable, and assign minus 1 coefficient. Okay, assign minus 1 coefficient to each of the artificial variable in objective function. So therefore maximum z is equal to put their cost is also 0x1 plus 0x2 plus 0s1 plus 0s2 minus a1 minus a2, subject to 2x1 plus x2 minus s1 plus a1 equal to 4, and then x1 plus 7x2 minus s2 plus a2 equal to 7, and x1 x2 s1 s2 and a1 a2 are greater equal 0. Okay, so then draw the simplex table. Okay, draw simplex table. Now we have to find Zj minus Cj. Now we have to find Zj minus Cj. We draw simplex table. First table CB, YB. CB means coefficient of Z. Then basic variable, value of basic variable. XB means value of basic variable. So then x1, x2, s1, s2, and then a1 and a2. Okay, their cost in objective function is 0, so their value is -1. This is Cj. Okay, then in basic variable column, surplus variable don't write, only artificial variable right here. Artificial variable a1 and a2, their cost is -1 in objective function. Okay, so values are there. Values are 4 and 7, that is RHS of constraints. Okay, and write the coefficient of constraint x1 x2. Their coefficient 2 1 2 1 -1 1, 2 1 -1 0 1 0. Okay, and for second constraint 1 7. Okay, for second constraint 1 7 0 -1 0 1. Okay, and we find their Zj minus Cj. Okay, so Zj, here we add Zj column. Okay, Zj column, how to? Zj means summation of Cv xi. Okay, summation of Cv xi. Here -2 Zj column. Okay, -2 -1 -3. Okay, here also -1 -7 -8, then 1. Okay, then this 0, here also 1, this is -1. Okay, this is -1 and this is also -1. Then Zj minus Cj. Okay, so one column here only added. This is Zj minus Cj is equal to summation of Cb xi minus upper side of xi. Okay, so their coefficient in, so here Zj and here Cj. -3 minus 0 is -3. Then -8 minus 0 is -8. Then here 1 minus 0 1, 1 minus 0 1, -1 minus 1 0, and this also 0. So choose their most negative. Most negative is 8. Okay, so this is our key column. Okay, and find their ratios. xb divided by x2. Then 4 divided by 1. 4 divided by 1 is equal to 4, and 7 divided by 7 we get 1. Therefore this is our key row. This is minimum ratio. Okay, minimum of the, choose the minimum of them. Okay, this is our key row, and so intersection of key row and intersection of key column. So 7 is leading element. Convert it into leading element. Convert it into here 7 is leading element. 7 is leading element. Then convert 7 into unity by dividing itself, by dividing its row, leading element itself. Okay, leading element itself, and making all other elements to 0. Okay, making all other elements to 0 by using this row. Okay, by using this after converting unity using those row. Okay, so and introduce what variable? Introduce x2 variable in yb and leave a2 variable in basic variable column. Okay, this is very important. x2 remove a2 and take x2 in basic variable column. Okay, so therefore cb next simplex table is cb yb xb, then x1 x2 s1 s2, then a1 a2. Okay, so for basic variable column a1 and for second is x2. Okay, and then here their coefficient is -1 and x2 has coefficient is 0 in this problem. Okay, 0. So therefore after converting, so convert it how to? 1/7 r1. First operation is 1/7 r1. 7/7 is 1. Here 1/7, 7/7 is 1, then 0, then -1/7, then 0 and 1/7. So then operation here r1 is old, this is old r1, this is old r2. Okay, and this is r2 is new r2 row. Okay, r2 minus r1, this is also 1 and this is also 1, so subtract each other. This is r2 what? New r2. Okay, using this operation here 4 minus 1 is 3, 2 minus 1/7, 2 minus 1/7, 14 minus 1, 13/7. Okay, 13/7. Then 1 minus 1 0, then -1 minus 0 as it is, then 0 minus -1/7 means 1/7. Okay, then 1 minus 0 1, then 0 minus 1/7 is -1/7. Again find simplex zj minus cj. Okay, so firstly find the zj. Okay, firstly find zj means cb into x1 column, cb into each column x1 x2 in this way. Okay, so for zj is here -13/7 because this is 0, then here 0, zj is 0, upper side coefficient are 0 0 0, -1 and -1. For here 1, for here -1/7, for here for this here -1 and here +1/7. So zj minus cj is what is zj minus cj? -13/7 minus 0 is -13/7. Then here 0 minus 0 0, then 1 minus 0 1, -1/7 into -1/7, then -1 plus 1 0, and then 1/7 minus 1. Here 1/7 minus 1 is 1 plus 8/7. Okay, this is 1/7 plus 1, 1/7 plus 1 8, 7 plus 1 8/7. Okay, so choose the most negative. 13/7 means here their value is something 1 point something. Okay, and their value is -0 point something. Okay, so therefore here most negative column is what is here? -0 point something. So most negative is must be this is. Okay, this column is most negative, so our key column is x1 column, and so find their ratios x1. Okay, then xb divided by 13/7, xb divided by 30/7, 30 by 7, 3 divided by 3, there 21 divided by 30, 21 divided by 13, and here 7 divided only 7. So most negative is this is our key row. Okay, here 21 divided by 13 is minimum, so our key leading element is 13 by 7. Okay, and key row is first row. Therefore here 13 by 7 is leading element, and continue in this way, convert it into unity by multiplying 7 by 13. We get I am directly here write the simplex table. CB YB introducing x1 by introducing x1 in y basic and leave a1 in YB. Okay, then XB, then x1 x2, then s1, then s2, then a1 and a2, -1 -1 0 0 0 0. Okay, this is CJ. Then here x1 x2, their value 0, their value is also 0. In XB column multiply there by 7 by 13. Okay, multiply 7 by 13 R1, 7 by 13 we get 3 into 21 by 13. For second, 7 divided by 13 into 13 divided by 7 we get 1. 0 into 7 by 13 0, -1 into 7 by 13 is -7 by 13. Then 1 by 7 into 7 by 13 we get 1 upon 13. For second, 7 upon 13 and minus 1 by 13. Okay, and using this operation is, take operation here, R2 minus R2 is old R2 minus 1 by 7 R1 is new R1 is using this. Okay, so 1 minus 1 by 7 means 3 upon 13. 1 minus here, for take operation here 1 minus 1 by 7 into 21 upon 13. 13 minus 3, 10 by 13. Okay, 10 by 13. For second, 1 by 7 minus 1 by 7 we get 0. For third, 1 minus 0 is 1 as it is. 0, this is 0 minus of minus 1 by 3. 0 minus 1 by 7 into this. Okay, for S1 column this 0 minus 1 by 7 get cancelled, minus plus, and remaining only 1 by 13. Okay, for S2 column minus 1 by 7 here this value is very large, this minus 1 by 7 and minus 1 by 7 minus 1 by 7 into 1 upon 13, so minus 13 plus 1, is minus 12 divided by 91. 30 into 7 91. Okay, and then for A1 column 0 minus here also 1 upon 13, minus 1 upon 13 here, and lastly 1 upon 7 minus plus 1 upon 49. Okay, so 7 plus 1 8 by 49 in this way. Okay, and find the Zj minus Cj directly. I am write the Zj minus Cj. Okay, so this is 0. Here these coefficient are must be 0, so our all are 0. For here minus 1 plus 1. Okay, and all Zj minus Cj are greater equal 0. No artificial variable in present in basic variable column. Okay, so case for step third, apply simplex algorithm. We get after applying in this column maximum z is equal to, maximum z is also is equal to 0. Okay, here also maximum z is equal to also 0, because 0 into something 0 value, summation of cb into exb. Okay, maximum z is equal to 0, and for no artificial variable is present in the basis. That means that this means that only decision variable are present in the basis. Here only decision variable are present in the basis. Then we get a proceed to phase second method. Okay, so direct we write phase second method. Okay, phase second method. Therefore phase second method is phase second method phase second. Okay, so in phase second method assign actual coefficient to variables in the objective function. Assign actual coefficient. Okay, in phase first method, here coefficient are taking 0 0 0, and here in phase second method take a actual coefficient. Actual coefficients are for x1 and x2 are actual coefficient of decision variable object to the variables in the objective function, and 0 coefficient to the artificial variable. Take a 0 coefficient for artificial variable and take artificial variable for coefficient is 0 and actual coefficient for decision variable. Okay, and therefore we write here, therefore for this using, and here also given that phase first method can be used to initial simplex table for phase second. So using this last table, we directly write the only coefficient of x1 and x2, change the coefficient of x1 and x2, and draw this table as it is. Okay, so for phase second method, assigning actual coefficient in simplex table directly, cb, yb, xb, then x1, x2, s1, s2, and remove here also in for phase second method, here remove all artificial variable from the simplex table. Okay, so deleting artificial variable. So here deleting artificial variable, remove all artificial variable, deleting artificial variable column in simplex table. So delete these two columns because their coefficients are taking 0 for phase second. Okay, so deleting this, only write the x1 x2 s1 s2. Okay, only write the s1 s2 this column. Okay, and therefore here we directly write this column, removing artificial variable column and taking actual coefficient, taking actual coefficient to the decision variable. Okay, to the variables in objective function. Okay, in objective function, and then we get a optimal solution. So actual value is here maximum z for -1 and -1, their coefficients are 0 0. So here x1, here x2, their value in objective function is -1, and so write other element write as it is from phase first column of last phase first column. Okay, So HB is 21 divided by 13. Here 10 upon 13, 1 0 0 1. Then minus 7 upon 13. Here 1 upon 13. Here 1 upon 13. Here minus 12 upon 91. So we have to find the Zj minus Cj. Okay, Zj minus Cj, how to find? Here 0, here also 0. For this minus minus plus 7 upon 13, and for here lastly minus minus plus 12 upon 91, plus 12 upon 91 minus 1 upon 13 means 12 minus 7, 5 upon 91. Okay, their value is also 5 upon 91. So here all Zj minus Cj are greater or equal 0, and therefore maximum Z is equal to our, by using our simplex method, maximum Z is equal to sorry, here one something is remaining, minus 7 plus 7 upon 13 minus 1 upon 13, this is 6 upon 13. So their value is also positive. Okay, so therefore maximum Z is equal to minus 1 into 21 divided by 13 plus minus 1 into 10 upon 13, minus 1 into 10 upon 13 is equal to 21 upon 13 minus 10 upon 13. We get minus 31 divided by 13. Okay, this is maximum Z, and at what value? X1 is equal to 21 divided by 13, and X2 is equal to 10 divided by 13, and therefore minimum Z is equal to our actual objective function is minimum Z is equal to minus of maximum Z, and so therefore minimum Z is equal to minus of minus 31 divided by 13 at X1 is equal to 21 divided by 13, and X2 is equal to 10 divided by 13. Their value is minimum Z is equal to 31 divided by 13 at X1 is equal to 21 divided by 13, and X2 is equal to 10 divided by 13. This is our solution for original LPV problem. For this LP problem, has solution is minimum Z is equal to 31 divided by 13 at X1 is equal to 21 divided by 13, and X2 is equal to 10 divided by 13. Okay, in this way we find the simplex method.